ice baths, polar plunges. What's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, Powered Beck and Matzaref Law Offices, Senate Finance Chairman Jason Barrett, Hagerstown Ford, Fort Evans Archery, Rocks Local Markets, the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, personal injury attorneys, Cody's Auto Body, the Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, the Berkeley County Health Department, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Ameriprise Financial and the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg, CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery of Martinsburg, Flower Pools of Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg, Inferno Brewery and Andy's Pizza.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Welcome to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse on the campus of Martinsburg High School inside the gym, getting you ready for some Saturday afternoon Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference basketball on the boys' side between the Martinsburg Bulldogs and the Hedgesville Eagles. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Kyler High back at the studio behind our cameras. Vernon Dale Paquel, Tyler Strine, and Colton Musgrove. Colin, first time around, we saw these teams play on January 23rd. Final score is misleading. It's 57-46. Martinsburg got the win, but it was a one-point game in the final 2 minutes before Martinsburg pulled away. So we could see another really good one here today.
We could, but a lot's changed since then.
Yes.
For both sides. Hedgesville kind of has struggled. Yes, they did just get a win against Lewis County, but I don't know any team in the state right now that would want to be playing Martinsburg. They are on fire, even though they're still under 500, coming off a win against Parkersburg South as well here from earlier this week. It's a team that it looks like might have finally found its stride, Dylan.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 wins at Hedgesville, like you mentioned, versus Musselman, versus Jefferson, and the big upset against Park South earlier this week on Thursday. So we could see that here today, but we're going to go ahead and take our first 2-minute break. We can get to our coaches' interviews after the break on the W. Harley Miller System pregame show. providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio-video distribution, and more. W. Harley Miller Systems. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. We'll be back in 2 minutes. This is EPAC Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee-owned. That makes us neighbors. And good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
Interviews on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 are brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons, let's get you our interviews with both coaches from Martinsburg and Hedgesville before this one. Here with Coach Rogers of the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Coach, I want to ask you about the last game going down to Park South. We were able to get the win down there, what people would consider an upset. How would you assess your team in that game and what they did well to get that win?
Well, I thought that was down there. Those games we played hard. A lot of kids worry about points. They'll take care of themselves. Make sure you're playing good, strong defense. Make sure you're playing and you're rebounding well and guarding. And if you do all those good things, and hustle that you can control, the offense will take care of itself. I thought our kids did extremely well. They hung in there. I see, and then Parkersburg South made a nice run at us. I mean, they've got some great shooters on that team, and the kids didn't fold. They held in there and did what they had to do. But really proud of them, not only on the basketball court but off the basketball court. This is a great group to travel with. I've said that over and over. No problems. Compliments from the hotel. Compliments from where we ate about their manners, their politeness, their attitude, and then we had a great tournament with them, and then we ended up going to the state capitol, and Nolan Flanagan's uncle works in the Secretary of State's office, and he met us and took us through there, and the guys got to use the official seal to put on a paper for their seal, and then the nice lady that was really giving us the inside out of the Secretary of State Warner's office. It was her birthday, and on their own, they decided to serenade her with happy birthday. So she loved it. We get to go to the legislative, to the delegates area. They took a picture there. So, just a nice trip overall, combining some education with some basketball, and really proud of what they did.
On the offensive side, I know you talked about if you play good defense, the points will come. I do want to ask you a little bit about the offensive side, how you feel like those guys have grown from the beginning of the year to now, or just lately in the last stretch of games where you've had guys like Cody Shallis be able to get over 20 points against Park South, big games from Micah Green. What do you feel like your team has improved on as the season's gone on that end of the floor?
Well, Cody can always shoot it. Amsler can shoot it. And, last time we played Hedgesville, I thought Boston Todd did an outstanding job and scored a lot of points. But, we have guys at all positions. We've got some size. We got shooters. We got some athleticism with some quickness. Players that can get to the hole. So, we've always said it's there. We just have to mold it, and we have to get used to each other. And I keep harping on this, but I've got one player that has any kind of varsity experience. One. We had 8 off the JV team, and 4 didn't even play last year. So, when it comes to being young, we are young. But we're almost at the end of the season now, so they're growing up. And I'm just so pleased with they starting to look now for inside play from inside out. They're knowing when to drive, when not to drive, when to pull up, who to look for, when they're supposed to look for them. So really pleased with where they are.
Hedgesville coming in here this afternoon. You guys were able to get the win at their home place the first time around. What do you want to replicate from that first game? And what do you feel like Hedgesville did well in that one that you feel like you're going to need to slow down?
Well, they did do a good job with about 2:15 to go in the game. We're down 1. We ended up winning by 11, but we were down 1. So they've got guys that can shoot the basketball. They'll be very methodical in what they do. We just have to play good defense. We have to talk on defense. We have to rebound. Every night you go out there, you just got to do what you're supposed to do to play basketball. And if you do, it doesn't matter who you're playing or when you're playing. Rely on each other, help each other, and do what you're supposed to do.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time and good luck.
Thank you.
Here with Coach Church of the Hedgesville Eagles. Coach, you got a young team this year. We've talked about it before. As the season has gone on, how would you assess the growth out of your team? Because you still got a lot of guys that haven't played a full year of varsity, which you can say for Martinsburg on the other side as well. But for your team specifically, how would you assess their growth over the course of the season?
Well, I think we've done a pretty good job. Like, we talk about all the little things like Dewey. We are a scout-heavy team. It's one of the things we have to do to give us, an advantage. And in the beginning, they didn't understand the importance of learning the scouts and Coach Russ ton of time on preparing all that stuff for us. And when younger teams they're just not used to it. They don't have scouting reports until high school, and certainly varsity level. For us, it's pretty intense. We talked about the other day, like McCabe can't be a freshman anymore. McCabe's played more varsity minutes than anybody on our team. Same thing with Carter. And then like today, we're starting 3 freshmen. It's where we're at. We'll start 3 freshmen and a sophomore. So it's essentially a JV basketball team. And, I think I really want, every time I talk, I want to point this out. Like we have 3 seniors, they're the 3 Stooges and they're best friends. And, it takes a special kid to be in a role where you're on a team that is extremely young and maybe not as talented as we've been in the past. And, your job is to mentor the other kids. And sometimes in that mentorship, you're mentoring kids that are going to play more minutes than you. So it says a ton about their character as human beings to accept that role and embrace it. And then, Kai had been out and Kai came back, and now, Kai's probably done for the year, and I don't want to overly talk about it, but he was our only kid with a little bit of size and strength. And so, I talk about it all the time, man. You can in life you can find excuses or find a way. So I think we've grown up a lot. I think we're getting better every day. I think we've been competitive. The road trip we just went on, we took a couple losses, and the reality of it is, man, those teams were better than we were. They were bigger and stronger, and they were private schools. They were private schools with bigger, stronger kids. It's what it was. So we're not down on our kids at all. We talk about every single day, just be a little bit better. I don't know anybody who's been around. The first half of the JV game, I'm on the bench. I coach part of that JV game, and that's not to step on Coach Hunter's toes at all, but those are kids that are, also on our team. They're playing a little bit down, and so, we're just trying to get better every day.
When you talk about finding a way, and you mentioned losing some of your size, what are some of the ways you try to mitigate a difference in size when it comes to either it's defense or offense? When you're a little overmatched when it comes to size, what are some of those ways you try to get around that?
Well, a little overmatched would be saying, I don't tan very well. I don't tan at all. That's the reality of it. We are little. We look like a JV or a freshman basketball team at times. It's just the way it is. And so one is knowing the scouts really well. So if you know where everybody's going to go on the other team, and sometimes the other team just makes plays and they break you down and just go. And, sometimes as long as we're willing to fight, if I get to the right spot, I do what I'm supposed to do. If the other kid's just bigger and stronger and knocks me down. One of the other things that I've tried to do is be very, very sensitive and realistic with officiating the referees. I'm going to stick up for our kids. If I whine and complain every time there's a bump and the other kid's just bigger and stronger, it's not going to go very well for me because they're going to think I'm just whining and crying. But there's a big difference between that and, if teams try to hold McCabe everywhere he goes because he's a really, really good player, well, that's different. That doesn't matter how young he is. They can't just grab jerseys and hold. So I'm going to stick up for our kids as best I can within the rules. Our kids are going to play as hard as they can. It actually goes back to a football thing. I remember when Coach Price at Musselman, he was being interviewed by probably you guys, and he was asking about but when have you worked on your coverages? And they played Martinsburg in football. And he's like, our coverages weren't wrong. The kid guarding him runs a 4.9. The kid running it runs a 4.5. Sometimes the faster kid just ran by him. And so we're working about trying to do everything the right way, be as fundamental as we can and get better. And no matter what, don't play afraid. Cannot play afraid, man. And so, why don't you hold the ball? We're known for sometimes we hold the ball. If you're little and littler than the other team, you think holding the ball is easy. Watch a team try to do it. It's difficult. So we want to teach our kids how to play, give them some freedom, and we shoot way more threes than we have in the past. The kids like that. You got to be able to make them or it doesn't do you any good. But we're trying to learn how to compete every single day on all levels, freshman, JV, and varsity. So.
And finally, I'll ask you about Martinsburg today. A final score the first time around was misleading. That was a close one down to the wire. What do you want your team to do differently from that first time where they were able to pull it out and today for you guys to get the win?
Well, we obviously we watch a ton of film and everything. We show our kids with literally 2 minutes to go in the game. It's a 1-point game and they're holding the ball. And so what do we have to do in that situation? Maybe be smarter and foul the right kid at the right time. But when they broke us down and they just went one-on-one at the end, and they're at times their 6'9" kid will be guarded by our 5'11" backup in Karan. I mean, that's what's going to happen. Carter Boyd can't play the whole game; he just can't. And so, we're way less about the score. We'll do the same thing we did last time. We'll break it down into 4-minute games. Try to win each 4-minute game, and if we don't win, try to mitigate the loss as best we can. The main thing is to learn how to compete every single minute, every single play. And then handling games like we're beating. There's a couple we're at Hampshire, and again, it's nothing against Hampshire. They're not having a great year. We were up by 25, and all of a sudden now it's 12. They cut it, and so we're learning how to close out games. And we've been known in the past for Hedgesville's up 4 late. Well, it's like 20. Because we're going to hold the ball and stuff, and we struggle to do that. So learning how to close out games, win close games, but no matter what, we're beating Jefferson for literally, and I'm not taking anything. Kyle's my friend, like a son to me, and we're beating them for 3.5 quarters. The fourth quarter, we didn't score a point. And we're still beating them for half of that quarter. So it's learning how to finish things out, get a bucket when you got to get a bucket, find a way to get stops. But no matter what, for us, man, show up and compete. And Kai becomes a great example for our kids, man. You want to sit around and feel sorry for yourself, turn and look at Kai. I mean, he's a kid who's going to miss the rest of this season. It happened to Noah when he was a sophomore, my son, and it's tough when something like that happens. And sometimes in life, I can look at our team and say, well, we're really young. It's frustrating. It's whatever. I also could not be coaching basketball. How would I feel then? So, I'm proud to be these guys' coach. I absolutely love them. We're young and we're taking some lumps, and I'd like to think down the road maybe we'll be the one giving some lumps. Until then, we're going to learn how to fight and compete every day.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time and good luck.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, thanks to Coach Church and Coach Rogers for the time. Get you our starting lineups here for both sides. For Hedgesville, it's going to be number 3, McCabe Corbin, number 5, Hayden Major, number 10, Jude Berman, number 20, Aiden Beeson, and number 24, Carter Boyd. And for Martinsburg, as they're introduced on the floor right now, it's going to be number 3, Cody Chalice, number 5, Nykeem Thompson, number 15, Braden Amsler, number 22, Boston Todd, and number 23, Micah Green. Our starting fives are brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for a home in the tri-state area? Call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-262-4222 or visit them online at modernrealtyresults.com. We're going to take our 2-minute break, come back with Collins' keys to the game right as we tip things off here from the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. This is EPAC Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel is helping create extraordinary futures.
So we've seen improvements in our boys on the, as I said, arithmetic, reading and writing.
I worked in the county, I worked in public school, and that's what I knew. And I knew I wanted to be able to give her more. So I would recommend this to anyone.
You know, our daughter has thrived here. The family-like environment is exactly what she needed.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel in Martinsburg, equipping children to lead lives of significant impact.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Another chapter in the Martinsburg-Hedgesville basketball rivalry getting ready to tip off here from the Martinsburg Fieldhouse on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Our opening tip is brought to you by Fort Evans Archery, your local full-service archery pro shop. Fort Evans Archery of Inwood. Call 304-229-7064. Visit them online at fortevans.com. Right as the teams hit the floor, Colin, your keys of the game in this one this afternoon.
I mean, styles make fights. Hedgesville, it's going to be that 3-and-D. Can you make your three-pointers? Can you play defense? And for Martinsburg, can you feed Micah Green with his mismatch down low, his height advantage, his weight advantage, and force turnovers with your full-court press after those made baskets?
Opening tip, won by Martinsburg. Our keys of the game are brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. You can buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. On the first possession, Martinsburg loses the ball out of bounds. Ball goes to the Eagles, who will now have to deal with the full court pressure of the Bulldogs. Hedgesville in the grays today with the navy numbers, white lettering outlined. Martinsburg with the pressure. Eagles break the press into the front court, and Carter Boyd with an open lane to the basket for the first 2 points of the day. Martinsburg in the home whites, orange numbers, black lettering outline, orange stripes down the side. Here's Cody Chalice picking up his dribble at the top of the key after the handoff from Boston Todd. Chalice back with it on the right wing. They'll throw it back to Todd up near the logo. He's looking for space. He's going to toss it back to Chalice. Todd gets it right back. Now into Thompson on the block. And now the Bulldogs will kick it back out. Todd's going to pull up from three on the right wing. Doesn't go, but it's tipped out. Braden Amsler, open three for himself. That one doesn't fall either. Carter Boyd comes down with the board. Over a minute into this one, Martinsburg still coming up empty in the points department. Eagles get their second shot at the offensive side of things. Trying to get it inside to Boyd. He's fouled by Cody Chalice.
Yeah, Chalice and Green kind of switched, and Hedgesville quickly realized that, saw the mouse in the house situation, attacked, and Chalice gets called with his first.
It'll be Berman inbounding. He's going to get it into McCabe Corbin. In the left corner, he throws up a wild shot, perhaps trying to draw the foul, but it's an air ball. Boston Todd gets it, throws it out to Nykeem Thompson. His layup on the left side is no good.
That angle just way too tough for Thompson.
Martinsburg setting up a trap off of the miss. Hedgesville's able to get it across the timeline. Here's a drive inside by Hayden Major. It's no good. Rebounded by Braden Amsler for the Bulldogs. He's going to push the pace. Trying to go all the way, coast to coast, and he does for the Bulldogs' first bucket of the day. 2-2, 2 minutes in.
Hedgesville just needed to go straight up. They probably could have got a piece of that layup on the left side since Amsler went up with the right hand, but nobody had their arms straight up trying to block the shot, and he got right around him.
There's a cut inside to Aiden Beeson, and he's going to get called for the charge.
Yeah, that was Chalice down low yet again here, guarding the paint for the Bulldogs. Just, as I said, stood there, went straight up, took the contacts. Good call.
.540 left in the first quarter. Boston Todd working on the left side. Pick and roll with Micah Green. Todd throws up a layup on the right side. No good. It's short. Rebounded by Carter Boyd. Boyd's going to bring it up the floor. No trap in the backcourt off of that miss. And on the handoff to McCabe Corbin, Boston Todd's going to pick up his first personal.
And just a silly foul there by Todd. Over pursued. Ran right into the backside.
Berman looking to inbound it, gets it into Corbin.
Almost did it again there.
Trap is there. Aggressive defense to start out here from Martinsburg. Hayden Major picks up his dribble, gets it inside to Berman. He's going to kick it out to Corbin, who puts up a floater, and he's going to get called for a travel. Points could be at a premium here today.
They were in the JV game. That was 10-10 at halftime.
Nykeem Thompson throwing it to Cody Chalice from the right wing to the top of the key. Now it's Braden Amsler, a three from the left wing. It goes in, but it's off of the wire over the backboard. So out of bounds. Ball goes to the Hedgesville Eagles.
Yep, good job by the officials immediately recognizing that and stopping play. Now both teams shots wiped away on back-to-back possessions.
Eagles break the press again. Here's Berman with a floater in the mid-range. The contest from Micah Green throws off the shot. Martinsburg gets the rebound. Todd throws it over quickly to Cody Chalice, who hits the three from the right wing. Make it 5-2 Bulldogs. Our first quarter on TV 10 brought to you in part by Smallwood & Small Insurance, your total insurance solution. Located at 1250 Edward Miller Boulevard, Suite 301 in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361. Open off the screen. Cut into the basket is Carter Boyd. He's got all four for Hedgesville so far.
There's no communication defensively there for Martinsburg. Completely let Boyd go down low, unattended.
5-4 Martinsburg halfway through the first quarter. Getting inside, Micah Green gets his first touch inside, and he makes the best of it.
And that looks like it was pretty much the same thing. However, there was actually some screens up high to seal down low for Green.
Cody Chalice picks off the pass at the half-court line. Gets it to Boston Todd, up and under, layup, good, and the foul. Just like that, Martinsburg is up 9-4 and goes to the free throw line for one more.
Good job there by Todd with the slight head fake in the paint. Got the defender to jump, drew the foul. Now Martinsburg starting to get into control here in quarter number one.
Braden Amsler goes to the bench for the Bulldogs. Zion Stanley checks in for him. Todd can't complete the three-point play, but Nykeem Thompson, offensive board, going to kick it out to Todd. A floater, gets the roll for two more. It's a 4-point possession for Boston Todd, and it's 11-4 Martinsburg.
His athleticism's just too good right now for anything for Hedgesville to get.
Carter Boyd loses it. Boston Todd picks it up, and Micah Green is going to get the backcourt violation called for not establishing himself in the front court before receiving the pass.
Yeah, it looks like when he first made contact with the ball, his feet were still in air.
The bang-bang play there.
See that again here on our YouTube stream myself.
Micah didn't agree with the call. It was very, very close. Hayden Major, top of the key, going to kick it over to the right wing for Jude Berman.
Looked like it's the right call.
Carter Boyd now has it right wing, trying to drive on Green. Picks up his dribble. Kick out. McCabe Corbin's three short and rebounded by Green. Bulldogs back the other way with 2:45 left in the first quarter and leading 11-4. Setting up the offense is the Bulldogs. Todd walks it over to the right wing. Kicks it across the court. Zion Stanley left open. Corner three, no good. Rebounded by McCabe Corbin. Star, 5'9" freshman for the Eagles that has led the way for them. He's going to pull up the three. Micah Green got a hand on it. Boston Todd gets it. Throws it out to Micah Green, who gets the layup, underhanded, and the foul.
I am very surprised Green wasn't called for a foul on that three-point shot. I don't know about you, Dylan. I know you said it looked like he got a piece of it, but it looked to me like he got a lot of contact on the follow-through.
I think you had a better look at it. I was kind of following the ball more so than the body contact.
And yeah, see here, McCabe tried to land, and you can't take out the feet while landing. From my angle, it's tough to see there. If maybe he was trying to sell it, or if it was really Green that knocked him down.
Green completes the three-point play at the free throw line, and it's 14-4 Martinsburg. 2:03 left to go in the first quarter. Hayden Major picks up his dribble at the top of the key, looking for someone to give it up to. He does get it up. Here's a pass, then another one inside to McCabe Corbin. That one coming from Brennan Townsend, who's come up off the bench. Cody Chalice is going to get called for this foul, and that should be his second. Kevin Myers began to get up off the bench. First free throw from Corbin is good. Chalice will sit down. It's actually Amsler that'll check in for Chalice. And now I think Coach Rogers has decided he is going to want Myers in here soon, as Myers is at the scorer's table and does indeed check in for Nykeem Thompson to make it Todd, Myers, Amsler, Stanley, and Green in for the Bulldogs. Corbin, Beeson, Boyd, Major, and Townsend in for Hedgesville. Minute 43 left in the quarter. It's 14-6 as McCabe Corbin hit both free throws. Dribble handoff between Micah Green and Zion Stanley. Now they work it from Myers over to Amsler, trying to get it inside to Green. He kicks it out. Todd over to Stanley in the right corner. Get it to Kevin Myers around the right block. He's going to make a move, put the shot up off glass, no good, and then going for the rebound. It's going to get called for a foul against Boyd.
Hedgesville right now doing a great job boxing out Green. Able to grab those rebounds.
Martinsburg's fourth foul of the quarter, with a minute 20 left to go. Amsler guarding Major near the corner and called for the foul. So that's going to put Hedgesville on the free throw line.
Yeah, you could see Amsler was trying to get a little too aggressive there. Was jumping, trying to use his body to draw some contact and use that baseline to his advantage. And whenever you're leaving your feet, even if it's just a little bit like that, a referee's not going to like it. He sees the contact with the waist. He's calling it every time.
Our other first quarter sponsor is Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. As Hayden Major misses the first free throw, you can buy your next vehicle online, and Hagerstown Ford will deliver it to you. And if you don't like it, they will take it back. and you can visit them online at fortofhagerstown.com. Major hits the second, goes 1 of 2. Hedgesville trails 14-7 here with 1:15 left in the first quarter. Dylan Bishop, Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Kyler High producing back at the studio. Tyler Strine, Vernon Dale Piquel, and Colton Musgrove behind the TV10 cameras. Here's a drive from Braden Amsler. His layup through traffic is short. Hedgesville, with a minute left in the quarter, has the ball back to try to cut this within 5. Corbin guarded closely by Amsler. He's going to run over and throw it to the right wing for Major. Major, tight defense from Stanley, hands it off over to Townsend. Now throw it back to McCabe Corbin, brings it up to the top of the key. Amsler gets a hand on it and almost pokes it away. Corbin has to fight to get it back. Now Corbin rejects the screen from Boyd. Kick out to an open Major for 3. Can't get the roll, but Carter Boyd is there for the rebound and the putback. 14-9. Carter Boyd has 6 of the 9 points for Hedgesville.
If I'm Rogers, I am as frustrated as possible. 3 guys down low against Boyd, and yet he's the one coming out with that rebound for the putback. Unacceptable.
Speaking of 3 guys down low, on the pick and roll, Micah Green gets the ball, and 3 defenders go after him, and he's fouled. Townsend's going to get called for the foul, and Micah Green will shoot 2 free throws.
We know he's been working on him. He's gotten a little bit better here as the season's progressed.
1 of 1 today. His first attempt up. No good. Classic, right? Saw that one coming.
I'm sorry, Micah, if you believe in the announcer's curse.
9.8 seconds left in the quarter. It's 14-9 Bulldogs. Green. 1 more free throw. This one off target, tipped out to the corner. Kevin Myers has it. Offensive board. Right back into Green. He's doubled. Ball bounces around into the hands of Myers. He puts one up. No good. At the buzzer, Hedgesville throws up a 3/4 court shot. It's no good. We'll go to the second quarter with Martinsburg still with that 14-9 lead over Hedgesville. We'll take a 60-second break and come back with quarter number 2 here from the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. This is EPAC Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel is helping create extraordinary futures.
So we've seen improvements in our boys on the, as I said, arithmetic, reading and writing.
I worked in the county, I worked in public school, and that's what I knew. And I knew I wanted to be able to give her more. So I would recommend this to anyone.
You know, our daughter has thrived here. The family-like environment is exactly what she needed.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel in Martinsburg, equipping children to lead lives of significant impact.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
Welcome back to Martinsburg High School. Dylan Bishop, Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Kyler High back to the studio. Tyler Strine, Colton Musgrove, Vernon Dale Piquel behind our cameras. It's 14-9, Martinsburg with the lead over Hedgesville in EPAC Boys Basketball. Here on Talk Radio WRNR TV10, the WRNR TV YouTube channel. Hedgesville starts the second quarter with the ball. Down by 5. Here's Carter Boyd. The ball poked away by Zion Stanley, and then Braden Amsler gets it, goes out on the break, misses the left-handed layup. Lucky break for Hedgesville, but then it's a deflected pass into the hands of Martinsburg, but the shot, Kevin Myers, no good. So Hedgesville, again, lucks out, comes back with the ball. Martinsburg 7-8 on the year, 3-3 in conference play. Here's a 3 that falls here from Brennan Townsend and makes this a 2-point game.
Went for the steal, and that leaves the man wide open.
Townsend, one of the 3 seniors on this Hedgesville team, the 3 Stooges, as Coach Church referred to them as.
You think they even know who that is?
I would be surprised unless Coach Church has explained it to them before. Not sure if Townsend's Mo, Larry, or Curly, but here's a pass inside to Kevin Myers. He goes from one block to the other to Micah Green for 2. Martinsburg's back up by 4. Micah Green's got 7 points already.
As he should.
And Coach Church mentioned that Kai Rhodes, standing at 6'4", is out for the season with an injury, as this ball is tipped out of bounds by Martinsburg. Hedgesville to keep possession. So that means that when Carter Boyd is on the bench for however long Coach Church is willing to put him there, that's going to mean, and speaking of the devil, Carter Boyd goes to the bench,
into existence.
And 5'11", Karan Clark checks in, and that's who Coach Church says is going to have to guard Mike Green when Boyd's on the bench. Townsend dribbles over to the right corner, right elbow, and here's a pass picked off by Amsler, going the other way, and here's a dunk from Braden Amsler. First time we've seen that this year. On the breakaway, 18-12, Martinsburg leads by 6 again.
And he used 2 hands for safety. Didn't want to have that one
near the baseline, thought he was going to go out of bounds, tried to throw it off of Todd, but Todd was able to corral it. Here's a kick out from Myers to Amsler for 3. Long rebound out to Amsler. He chucks it inside to Green for 2 more. Timeout, Hedgesville. It's 20-12, Martinsburg. Take a 30-second break and come back with more EPAC boys basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10 are brought to you by Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. 20-12, Martinsburg leads Hedgesville. Here from Martinsburg High School. We saw on that possession 2 more points for Micah Green. Guarded on that possession by a slightly bigger freshman, Aiden Beeson, 6 foot, 195 pounds. Coach Church said there would be times where Karan Clark, a 5'11", 175 senior, might have to guard the 6'9", 240-pound center for the Bulldogs. 5:37 left until halftime. Hedgesville will have the ball. Coach Church has spent a lot of that time out speaking with the officials. Martinsburg sets up the full court press. Berman inbounding. Gets it into Major, who loses it into the hands of Kevin Myers, and he tries to put up a shot, but Hedgesville's going to get called for a foul before the shot on the floor. Calling that one on Hayden Major.
It's full court press right now, just absolutely suffocating Hedgesville.
Mm-hmm. Todd inbounds it from the baseline into Kevin Myers. Get it over to Braden Amsler on the left wing. Amsler's going to drive, put one up, and good. 2 more for Braden Amsler. Gives Martinsburg another 10-point lead. And you see now Hedgesville working the baseline a little more. A pass from baseline to another man going to the baseline. That was, I believe, McCabe Corbin going out of bounds to make the pass. Here's Beeson for 3. He's going to knock it down over Kevin Myers.
Timeout Hedgesville again.
Another quick one there. 4:57 left. That's a 30-second timeout, so let's just go ahead and keep it here through this timeout. Give you one of our second quarter sponsors, Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations. Robert Fields & Sons, a family-owned full-service funeral home, proudly serving the area
since 1880. That 3 makes it 22-15. Bulldogs with the lead over the Eagles.
Good possessions there for Hedgesville. Looking in on the huddle, Church still barking out a lot here to his team. Down by 7, you're hanging around. I mean, there's been points in this game where you felt like Martinsburg was in full control and was about to go out to a double-digit lead, but that hasn't been the case. But it's still ultimately been that full-court press defense, just causing turnovers, leading to some easy buckets. That's been the difference for Martinsburg.
The Bulldogs up by 7, bring the ball up the floor. 2-man game with Micah Green and Boston Todd. Here's a throw into Green. Double team comes. He gets it to Myers, who kicks it out quickly to the right corner for Boston Todd, who can't find an angle, so he's going to dribble it back out to the top of the key. He'll throw it over to the right wing. Kevin Myers now throws it inside to Green. Double team doesn't come. Green misses. Can't get the rebound back. Good defense from Carter Boyd, who's checked back into the game. Quick break for him. Hedgesville can't afford to keep him on the bench for long against Green. Beeson looking for room. Throws it inside to Berman, who tried to kick it out to Karan Clark, but Clark was cutting into the lane. Miscommunication leads to the ball going out of bounds.
You need shorter passes, especially against Martinsburg. They're too athletic. They're going to typically deflect those long passes to lead to steals. That time, just with how fast the pass was and how low that pass was, nobody in the area. It's an unforced turnover, which is still a win for the Bulldogs.
Boston Todd, give and go with Nykeem Thompson to the left elbow, leads to a foul against the Eagles. Cabe Corbin picks up his first. Camden Pence is going to check in for Jude Berman. 4:01 left in the second quarter. Boston Todd, keep it up top. Going to get it over to the right elbow. Give and go with Micah Green. Back to Green. He misses.
Too strong on that shot.
Couple possessions in a row like that for Micah Green.
Looked like that time he was more pushing it to the basket instead of flicking his wrist and floating that one up.
Nykeem Thompson strips it away from Carter Boyd. Here comes on the break. Euro step. Tries to put one up. High off the glass and in. First points for Nykeem Thompson. Makes it 24-15. Myers lays out trying to steal that pass. Can't do it. Hedgesville breaks the press into the front court. McCabe Corbin guarded by Micah Green, and look at Boston Todd quickly come over to get that switch, so they can't take advantage of it. Now he'll swing it over. Karan Clark has it on the right wing. Guarded by Thompson, looking for room to maneuver. Gets to the right elbow, picks up his dribble. And 5 seconds called as he stood there looking for somebody to get open, and nobody could. Bulldogs off-ball defense leads to a turnover.
Yeah, that's just a tough spot for Coach Church and his team. Did you want to burn another timeout there after you've already used 2 up here a few minutes ago this quarter? Or just let him play out? He chose the latter, and it's another turnover for the Eagles.
2:50 left to go in the half. Nykeem Thompson, left wing. It's a give and go with Myers, and we'll go the other way. Offensive foul called against Martinsburg.
When they called, though.
Berman will inbound it. It was announced as a foul on Hedgesville, but ball's going the other way, so we'll have to try to get some clarification on who that foul is against. I'm going to assume Nykeem Thompson, removing the screen during the dribble handoff attempt. Here's a long 3 from McCabe Corbin. The shot is long, rebounded by Kevin Myers.
And the scoreboard shows Amsler with a first foul. Do you have Amsler with any?
I do. That was the last foul against Martinsburg. It was not updated. I'm going to mark it down as Nykeem Thompson's first foul until I hear otherwise. Zion Stanley is going to check in for Kevin Myers. 2:18 left to go in the second quarter. Amsler inbounds it to Micah Green at the top of the key. Handoff back to Amsler, who spins through the lane. His shot is short, tipped up off the backboard and rebounded by Nykeem Thompson. His shot also off the mark. The board goes to Karan Clark. Hedgesville brings it back up with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Here's Hayden Major driving to the basket, no good. Got bumped by Thompson, rebounded by Amsler. Martinsburg pushes the pace. Step back three, Zion Stanley just off the mark. McCabe Corbin guarded the entire way up the floor by Stanley. Gets a screen, and as the screen comes through, Stanley's going to get called for a foul.
Yeah, Stanley originally almost had a steal and then switched around, came back. You can see clearly reached in. Shout out to Chris Strovel, by the way, for clarifying for us. Kevin stepped out. That's what the call was there, so thank you to Chris Strovel for that.
Thank you, sir. 1:25 left in the second quarter.
Tough for us up here where we are to see that sideline here down below.
Here's Corbin going through the lane. Underhanded layup is swatted out of bounds by Braden Amsler, the 6'1", 155 sophomore.
And he and Micah Green were there. Good luck trying to get past either one of them.
Townsend back in the game is going to inbound it from the baseline. We're going to have a foul before the inbound comes.
And that's going to be against Todd. He used way too much of his body there on the inbound, trying to seal the lane. And that's just silly. You can't be doing that.
Teams have avoided fouls better this quarter. Here's an inbound to Carter Boyd, and one as he's fouled by Amsler. What a game so far for Carter Boyd. 8 points. Amsler picks up his second. Team's third foul of the quarter. Both teams sitting at 3 fouls in the second. Todd's going to sit down. It's Green, Stanley, Thompson, Myers, and Amsler on the floor for Martinsburg as Boyd completes the three-point play. Carter Bradley, we're going to see him for the first time, checking in for Amsler.
Yep, and Beeson checked back in for Hedgesville.
1:08 until halftime. Kevin Myers walks the ball up the floor, looks back at Coach Rogers for the play. Coach Rogers and Coach Wyatt. Or Basie, excuse me. Myers driving inside, going to get fouled by Townsend. Got the ball in the left block, tried to put the shot up. With 55.5 left in the quarter, Myers goes to the line for 2. First shot off the mark.
Got to make your free throws here today.
Our other second quarter sponsor is Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons. Myers, second one. Can't go either. Ball is tipped almost out of bounds. Boyd saves it just in case. Gets it to McCabe Corbin.
Great job by Boyd.
Trapped near the half-court line, able to throw it across the court to Boyd. Boyd's going to try to drive against Stanley. He is fouled again. That's going to be 2 on Stanley with 40.6 left in the quarter.
That's what I want to see from Boyd every time somebody not named Micah Green's guarding him. Attack. He's got the wingspan. He's got the size advantage. Martinsburg might be faster, but he is so skilled to be able to keep that ball away from them from poking it free and go up just like that and either make the layup or get to the free throw line and get his 2 points that way.
2 for 2 at the line goes Boyd. Cuts the Martinsburg lead to just 4. Boyd, the 6'5", 180 freshman, has 11 points in the first half. clock hasn't started yet. There it goes as Thompson drives to his left and pulls up around the free throw line for 2.
That's unacceptable. I mean, almost entire possession went off without the clock starting.
And Demarion Ambush in for the first time in this game for Hedgesville with 18 seconds left in the half. Ambush trying to drive against Green, picks up his dribble around the left elbow, kick out, 3, no good from Beeson. Ambush gets the board, able to force a foul with the shot fake. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Myers was trying to block a shot from behind, and that rarely happens in any level of basketball. Not a smart move by Myers. Pretty much landed on him. See if Ambush can knock these down.
He makes the first. Corbin's going to sit down for the last 9 seconds of the half. Camden Pence comes in for him. Free throws. Keeping Hedgesville in this one. This one, though, from Ambush is off target. Thompson runs it up to Myers. Myers tried to get it back to Thompson. It was tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds to the other side of the floor. 3.8 seconds left. Pence is going to inbound. Thrown in the major.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought there was a little gamesmanship there. That should have been a Martinsburg inbound.
Yeah, the officials.
And Hedgesville set up. Now you see Coach Church.
So they should be resetting the clock to 3.8 seconds.
I mean, that's on the referees.
Yeah.
That's 2 situations here where they've had no control of the game. You missed the clock.
Thompson in the Myers, and a foul is called. They didn't reset the time. And now Hedgesville is complaining that I don't think the ready for play signal had ever come. I believe that's what they're complaining about. .6 seconds. We're going to the scores table, one of the officials. It should have been reset to 3.8 seconds. So the play went on. Myers inbounded it, Thompson inbounded it to Myers. Myers fouled with what is currently 0.6 of a second left. The ball's being walked down to the other side of the floor.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know if that means a technical was called against Martinsburg.
Sounds like Coach Church wants the sub.
Yeah. So Corbin coming back in. If this is technical free throws, then bringing in McCabe Corbin for that, and that does appear what this is.
And Rogers, Church having conversations now.
Corbin makes the first of the 2 free throws. So from us all the way up here, we don't really know exactly what just happened.
No, and again,
both the free throws are made by Corbin, though, to make it 26-23.
It just feels like the officials here in these past 40 seconds have completely lost control of this game.
Yeah.
Just at a technical standpoint. I mean, it's not like there's been any over-aggression. Still don't even know what happened to have a tech called there.
Hedgesville with the possession. No shot got off in the final 0.6 of a second there. So after a very strange last 4 seconds of the half, we're going to go into the locker rooms with Martinsburg leading 26-23. We'll just go ahead and take a 2-minute break and get to the halftime show after that, see if we can figure out any of what happened in those last 4 seconds along the way. And we'll come back with more EPAC boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
If you've been injured in a car accident, there are 3 things you need to know.
1, do not discuss your accident with an insurance company before you talk to a lawyer.
2. On average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one.
And 3, at Mansion Ferretti, if we don't win, you don't pay us, guaranteed. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Nice. There we go. So now we figured it out.
Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
If you've been injured in a car accident, there are 3 things you need to know.
1, do not discuss your accident with an insurance company before you talk to a lawyer.
2. On average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one.
And 3, at Mansion Ferretti, if we don't win, you don't pay us, guaranteed. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Colin, we figured it out. It was something that potentially we could have caught in real time, but there was already confusion over the clock and who had possession, and the confusion extended out to Martinsburg because the technical came from the Bulldogs having 6 players on the floor.
Yes, shout out to Kyler showing the replay there, so we went back on our YouTube stream here to watch to see what the technical foul could have been, and able to realize there were 6 guys out there during that layup for Martinsburg off the inbound. So can't do that, obviously. Right call was made. So good job by the officials, even though I was just obviously hard on them, saying it felt like they were losing control there down the stretch. They obviously did the right thing there. And now it's a one-possession game. Hedgesville back in it.
I guess you could only say the mistake ended up being originally given Hedgesville that inbound when the ball went out of bounds. Just they never added that 1.1 seconds left back to the clock before that.
That along with missing the clock not starting at 40.6 seconds anyway.
There was also that. But anyway, it's 26-23 Martinsburg at the half, Colin. Hedgesville kind of feels like they've stayed in this by the amount of times they've gotten to the free throw line.
Yes, absolutely. And when they get to the free throw line, they're the ones making the free throws. So far here, Martinsburg has struggled at the free throw line. We've seen that come back to bite them in the butt here at some points this season.
The fouls so far, 12 picked up by Martinsburg, only 4 by Hedgesville. So it's a big difference in that department. So overall thoughts for the rest of the first half there, Colin, that you haven't thrown in already?
I mean, it's been a competitive game. We'll see which team comes out with more energy. As we said the last game, it was a 1-point game with 2 minutes left. Martinsburg, though, had that final burst to be able to just come out, have that more energy down the stretch, and win by 11. So can they do that here today, or can Hedgesville stay in it and come out with an upset here at Martinsburg, something that rarely happens?
Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with some first half stats. Here, this is EPAC Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always, that's Cody's with a T for trust.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors. And good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
Our first half stats brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. You can call them at 304-263-4343 today or stop by and schedule an appointment at 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Don't actually call them today. Phil's probably at home doing chores today, but
it's always doing chores.
All right. Let's get you the scoring breakdown today. Hedgesville behind by 3 here at the half. Carter Boyd, though, leads all scorers with 11 points. Then for Hedgesville, McCabe Corbin with 4, Brennan Townsend with 3, Aiden Beeson with 3, 1 each from Demarion Ambush and Hayden Major. On the Martinsburg side, it's 9 points from Micah Green, 6 from Braden Amsler, 4 each from Boston Todd and Nykeem Thompson, and 3 from Cody Chalice. So with that, let's take one more break and come back getting ready for the second half. This is EPAC Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Marius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Mark Hughes Plumbing and HVAC is here to solve your plumbing and heating problems while meeting your renovation needs. Now serving Berkeley, Jefferson, Hampshire, and Mineral counties. We're a family-owned and operated company that's fully licensed and insured. We can do kitchen and bathroom upgrades and remodels, plumbing, HVAC and light excavation, well pumps, water heaters, and drain clearing. Call 304-620-8013. Mark's Hughes Plumbing and HVAC. We look forward to working with you.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
You have choices when it comes to appliance repair, but before you call a large corporate chain, consider what BW Appliance brings to the table. BW Appliance Repair offers fast in-home appliance repair services to the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, including Jefferson County and Berkeley County. We strive for professionalism, dedication, and honesty. Call us today at 304-279-8858 to schedule immediate service. You can also visit us online at bwappliance.repair.
Back inside Martinsburg High School as we sit up in the art room overlooking the gym. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Behind the TV 10 cameras is Colton Musgrove, Vernon Dale Piquel, and Tyler Strine. Kyler High is producing back at the studio. 3-point game at halftime. Colin, despite the success of Martinsburg in recent weeks, recent games, Hedgesville, just like first time around, keeping things close, at least through the first half.
Yeah, I think Martinsburg's largest lead has been 10 at 14-4, but a couple threes here and there, the free throws, as you said, kept Hedgesville around. We'll see if that is sustainable for Hedgesville, or if Martinsburg comes out and dominates here in this second half. Who knows?
5 seconds left on the halftime timer. Martinsburg begins walking out on the floor.
Looks like they're putting out the starting five here.
Yep, Chalice, Thompson, Amsler, Todd, and Green. Same five that started the first half for Hedgesville as well. Corbin, Major, Berman, Beeson, and Boyd.
Can still see even before this second half begins, Coach Church for Hedgesville talking with the refs at the scores table still. Putting something into their ears here.
And he mentioned in our pregame interview about how he talks to the officials this year with him having a small team. He can't complain about every bump and bruise that they get against bigger players. Martinsburg starts the half with the ball. Brayton Amsler falls driving to the lane, but Micah Green comes away with it. He's going to try to just bully his way through Carter Boyd, and it works for 2 points.
How is that not a walk?
It felt like one, I will say. Doesn't mean it was one, but it felt like one. 28-23. Carter Boyd doesn't give the dribble handoff. He's going to take it inside, tries to shoot a turning fadeaway over Micah Green. It's no good. Todd and Townsend fighting for the board. So it is Townsend in for Berman already.
Tough to tell from our angle looking back at that for Amsler. Maybe he lost the ball. That's
Corbin gets it in on the baseline. Floater from about 10 feet away is good. McCabe Corbin, only 4 points in that first half, but he gets on the board in the third quarter early. Amsler on the left wing, dumps it inside to Micah Green. Double team comes. Kick out to the right wing for Chalice. Now kick over to Boston Todd. He's going to drive. Kick to Micah Green on the the left block for 2 more. So a quick 4 points for Micah Green to open up this quarter. He's up to 13 for the game. Boyd bringing it up the floor this time. Gets it over to Major. Pick and roll inside to Boyd. He's going to kick it out to Townsend. Now Major back into Boyd, guarded by Thompson. Boyd with the size advantage takes advantage and puts it in for 2 more.
And Micah Green probably should have went and had some help defense there down low, but instead went and guarded the perimeter and left a mismatch.
Thompson caught it down to the baseline, tried to get it to Green immediately. Foul on the floor.
Yeah, it looked like Major might have gave Green a little nudge in the back there, trying to make him bobble the inbound, or not the inbound, just the pass in general.
Inbound to Thompson, kick over to Todd. He's going to drive hard to the rim on the left side, and another foul is going to get picked up by Hayden Major. Quick. He's up to 3 fouls just like that.
Yep, you see him looking over at Hedgesville's bench on the other side and holding up how many fouls he has. We'll see if Coach Church and coaching staff decides to keep him in, or if I'll take him out and play it safe.
Todd at the line, scored 4 points in that first half. He misses the first of his 2 here.
Again, free throws. Martinsburg struggling here at the line.
So Jude Berman is going to walk over to the scorer's table. Todd misses both. Tipped by Amsler into the hands of Thompson, but he misses a wide-open layup. Ooh. And Carter Boyd fighting for the rebound, throws as it looks like a technical. Or perhaps that's a flagrant called against Carter Boyd, we should say, actually. Cody Chalice shooting 2 free throws, makes the first.
I mean, there was clear contact to the face of Amsler.
Yep. And Chalice makes both. The free throw disparity, as I say, may go back the other way of Martinsburg, as Hedgesville in the first minute 57 of the third quarter is already up to 3 team fouls.
You can see Coach Church wants to have a conversation here, saying something to Coach Rogers as well, and the official. Are we going to still try to play here while the official's at the scores table?
It looked like they might have been getting ready to, but I think they looked back over to the scores table and saw what was going on, so now they're holding.
If you can see, they're trying to figure out something here with your official scores for both teams.
It's 32-27, Martinsburg with the lead. Our third quarter is brought to you in part by Power Beck and Matt Surf Law Offices. Call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today or visit them online at lawpbm.com. Play resumes. Amsler on the right wing gets it in to Micah Green. Kick out to the left wing. Nykeem Thompson's 3, too strong. Micah Green with the board. Double team comes. He spins over to his left side and with the left hand puts it up and in. Martinsburg back up by 7.
That looked like he almost stepped over the baseline before that inbound.
I agree.
Toes were very close to that line.
I do think almost is the way to put it, though, and we're going to have, as Hedgesville had it on the right wing, foul away from the ball on Boston Todd. Or, excuse me. No, it's a double foul. Todd and Corbin called for the double foul.
Still will result in an inbound here for Hedgesville on the baseline.
That's 4 for the quarter on Hedgesville. Inbound to Carter Boyd. 3 from the left wing is off target. Rebound by Boston Todd. He'll bring it up the floor. Rejects the screen from Thompson. Driving to his left. And free throws already by constantly getting to the free throw line in that closing stretch of the second quarter. And now Martinsburg is in the bonus for the rest of the third.
Can you make them?
Todd does make the first. He went 0 for 2 in his last trip to the line. First one puts the Bulldogs back up by 8. This is the second. Carter Boyd comes down with the board. And stripped away, but Amsler's called for the foul. That's Amsler's third. I think they got him for the body contact. It seemed like he got all ball, stripping it away. Inbound to Major. Full court trap coming from the Bulldogs. Major still looking for somewhere to go with it, and a foul is called.
There was a lot of contact with the body. I was waiting to see if the refs were going to let him play and be physical.
Rogers is fired up after that foul call. Todd picks up his 4th personal there, so he's sitting down, and we probably won't see him again for a while. Zion Stanley comes in for him. Hedgesville, Carter Boyd has it, dribbling on the right elbow. Trying to find room to operate, picks up his dribble, Gets it to Hayden Major, who's going to kick it out to Beeson for 3. Knocked down.
That's his second, I believe, here today.
It sure is. He's at 6 points. Hedgesville only down by 5 now. 4.5 minutes left in the third. Zion Stanley on the left wing, guarded closely by Corbin. He'll get it over to Micah Green, who's out at the top of the key. Kicking it to Cody Chalice, cutting. His mid-range jumper is no good, but Thompson gets it away. Tried to put up a shot. They're going to say it's a jump ball, but the possession arrow is with the Bulldogs.
Things are heating up here in this third quarter.
Oh, yeah.
It is a very physical game now.
You say Dave Rogers, we don't see him getting up out of his chair and screaming very often anymore. And here's a foul away from the ball, and now Thompson having to be pushed away from Beeson.
Yeah, some words being exchanged there after that. Thompson not happy with how aggressive Beeson's being right now.
It's 2 free throws for Thompson.
If I'm not mistaken, at the end of the game, last time these two teams met, there was a little bit of an altercation that resulted in technicals.
I believe you're right. Thompson makes the first free throw.
Can't remember who was involved, but things were boiling over there. In rivalry games, they typically do.
Thompson, 2 for 2 at the line on this trip. Martinsburg leads 37-30. Just about halfway through this third quarter. Hedgesville breaks the trap. Gets it in the front court. McCabe Corbin, moonball 3 from the corner. 37-33. Eagles keeping it close. 2-3 zone from Hedgesville, which they've been pulling out for most of this third quarter. Well, now it looks like back to man-to-man. Here comes Nykeem Thompson driving to the left wing, left side. It's good for 2 more. Thompson starting to heat up. 39-33.
Thompson realized that defensive switch just like you did. Liked his matchup. Just slashed to the hole.
Berman throws it to the top of the key for Karan Clark. Hand off to Corbin. Open 3. Off on the left side. Nykeem Thompson with the board. Now we'll slow it down after passing half court. Clark out to guard him. Thompson drives to his left again, and he's going to get fouled and nearly got the and one. But he'll go to the line for 2 more free throws.
Well, that's when Thompson's at his best, is when he can attack, drive the lane, and go to the rim. His athleticism, one of the best out on the floor because of it.
Yeah.
When he's able to do that.
We saw early in the season it felt like Thompson could get a little out of control with the ball at times. And, of course, a younger player is going to have that from time to time, but definitely he's cleaned it up. The junior, 6'1", 160. After making the first free throw, puts Martinsburg back up by 7.
A lot of time here in between these free throws.
Yeah. Kevin Myers checks in for Amsler. Thompson, 1 for 2. Can't get the second one. It's out of bounds, and they're going to say it was Zion Stanley last to touch it.
Yeah.
Possession of the Eagles. Thompson, 5 points in the third quarter after having 4 at the half. He sits with 9 total. 40-33. Hedgesville throwing it up, and Thompson's going to get called for the foul against Beeson.
I feel like this quarter's had as many fouls as the first half did in total.
Yeah. Neither team, I believe, got into the bonus at that in that second quarter. At halftime, it was 12-4.
Get another
foul. One, yeah.
Corbin was trying to come through and around a screen, and Myers
So now it's free throws the rest of the way for the third for Hedgesville.
Number 3, McCabe Corbin.
Corbin's going to shoot 2. Corbin hits the first. That gets him into double figures.
And that's what's kept Hedgesville in this game. It's the free throws.
Corbin goes 2 for 2.
Second in for the Eagles, number 11, Brennan Townshend, and number 24, Carter Boyd.
Townshend and Boyd checking back in here. Larger lineup now out on the floor for the Eagles.
So Colin, I have us having 9 fouls committed in this third quarter already. There were 16 in that first half total. 12 by Martinsburg, 4 by Hedgesville. So Hedgesville's already more than doubled the amount of fouls they picked up in this one as the ball is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. Martinsburg with the possession. Myers inbounds to Thompson. He throws up a 2 and fouled. Underneath his legs after falling over was Townsend. So Thompson having himself a huge third quarter.
Glad Thompson's okay. That looked like it could have been very dangerous.
Took a hard hit on the hardwood. Thompson doesn't complete the three-point play. And Martinsburg's lead, once again, 7 points, 42-35, with 2:20 left in the third quarter. Berman kicks it to Beeson. Long 3, and it's an air ball. Boyd tries to save it from out of bounds. Can't do it. Our other third quarter sponsor is CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more. Martinsburg hasn't been able to pull away for very often in this game. They have the ball with a 7-point lead. Green gets it right at the basket. Can't hit. The defense from Carter Boyd throws him off, and we'll get a jump ball between Boyd and Thompson. Neither wanted to let go of the ball. It's feeling chippy again. Officials having some words with Hedgesville. The possession arrow goes the way of Hedgesville. Boyd checks out. Clark checks in. 1:58 left in the quarter. Berman gets it into Clark. Now Berman will get it back. Trying to get through the full court trap of Martinsburg. They do. It's Major getting the pass. Goes up and is blocked, but called for the foul. And from here, it seemed like a clean block. But Hayden Major will go to the line for 2. It's only Micah Green's first foul.
I don't like that call. I don't like that call at all. Green's doing the right thing there, going up for a block. Yeah, there was some contact with the body, but it's more so initiated on Hedgesville's side because momentum's carrying him forward for the layup towards the basket.
Well, the Martinsburg faithful in the gym will say ball don't lie as the first free throw is off. Second one falls.
I mean, what is Green supposed to do there when you got the size difference and Major's momentum's carrying him into you? He's not going to go down. He's 6'9", 240. Nobody in here is knocking him down.
1:40 left in the quarter. Martinsburg has it. Still leading by 6. Cody Chalice, long 3. Comes up off the front of the rim. Micah Green gets it. Kick inside to a cutting Nykeem Thompson, who's got 9 in this quarter. And Martinsburg leads by 8.
Great eyes there by Green, seeing 3 guys coming to guard him at the elbow. Thompson recognized it too.
Martinsburg wanted to walk there from Major. Kick to Beeson, whose 3 was thrown off by the defensive contest. Myers running up the floor to Green. Ball on the floor. Diving on it is Boyd. Timeout from Kelly Church. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Martinsburg leads 44-36 over Hedgesville. We'll take a 30-second break. Come back with more high school basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
.106 left to go in this third quarter. Hedgesville got the timeout with the loose ball after diving on it. They trail by 8. Ambush in the game. Gonna inbound at the major and then get the ball back. Guarded tightly by Stanley, gets it up to Major. Now it's Boyd to the top of the key with it. Trying to work the ball over to McCabe Corbin, who finally gets it. Loses it for a second. Guarded by Chalice, brings it back up to the logo. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Corbin, step back 3 over Micah Green, no good. Myers with the rebound, throws the outlet pass to Green, over to Chalice, pull up from the mid-range, it's good. Martinsburg back up to a double-digit lead, 46-36. 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Hedgesville can hold for the final shot of the quarter. 12 seconds left. Ambush has it. At the logo. 9 seconds. Gets a screen bunt from Boyd. Tries to drive into the lane. He has to kick it out to the right corner. It's Major. 3 on the clock. Get it to Boyd in the mid-range. They sure don't. Boyd puts up a shot, not in time. It was blocked by Green anyway. But Martinsburg will go to the fourth quarter up by 10. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll come back. Final 8 minutes of regulation. This is West Virginia High School basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
46-36. Martinsburg leads Hedgesville as we start the fourth quarter here from Martinsburg High School. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 and the WRNR TV YouTube channel. Kyler High producing back at the studio. Tyler Strine, Vernondale Paquel, Colton Musgrove behind our TV 10 cameras. Martinsburg with the 10-point lead has the ball to start the quarter. Cody Chalice gets it on the left baseline, and his spinning mid-range jumper is good. Starting the fourth quarter like he ended the third. He's up to 9 points, and Martinsburg leads by 12. Carter Boyd has it just past the timeline after breaking the press. Jude Berman holds it for the Eagles. Throws it over to Brennan Townshend. Now back to Boyd. Aiden Major on the right wing now. Two players fall down away from the ball. Major loses it. Myers dives for it, knocks it out of bounds.
Still a very physical second half, but it feels like here at the start of the fourth and even in the final few minutes of quarter number 3, the referees have swallowed their whistles.
Inbound into the backcourt for Major. Now throw it over to Berman. Boyd has it. Working over to the right wing. Throws it to Townsend. Uses the screen to get the switch. Townsend guarded by Micah Green. Townsend tries to tries to drive. Kick out. Berman for three. Left corner, no good. Thompson with the board. He's going to run it up into the front court. Throw it to Kevin Myers at the Bulldog logo, where they'll set things up. Throw to Cody Chalice on the right wing. Give it right back to Myers. Double dribble from Myers. He got bumped, lost control of his dribble. Amsler hops up off the bench, and he's going to be coming in for Myers. Berman will inbound for the Eagles. Throw it in to Corbin. Corbin guarded the whole way up the floor by Stanley. Almost lost it at the half-court line. He's going to drive almost all the way. He throws up a shot, and Micah Green's going to get called for the foul. It's Green's second personal. It's first foul for either side in the fourth quarter.
Martinsburg, though, defensively here, doing its job, even with this foul here, making these possessions as lengthy as possible, using the clock, which is on the Bulldog side here. Right now, obviously, it's not because it stopped.
Corbin up to 12 points on the game, and he's going to miss the second free throw after making the first. 48-37. Thompson walks the ball across the timeline. Going to get it to Amsler. Throw to Stanley on the left wing. He's going to drive. Put up a shot. No good. It's short. He got his own rebound and puts it back up and in. First points today for Zion Stanley. Gives Martinsburg their biggest lead of the day. 13. It's 50-37. 6 minutes to go. Corbin tries to drive to his left, loses control, into the hands of Thompson. Throw it up the floor. Braden Amsler throws it down. Bulldogs running away with this one now, potentially. Up by 15. Pressure in the backcourt. Eagles feeling it. Carter Boyd up and to a wide open Brennan Townsend for two, followed by a quick timeout from Kelly Church. 52-39 with 5:32 left to go in this one. We'll take a 30-second break with the timeout. This is high school basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Our fourth quarter is brought to you in part by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly. Rock's. Colin, it's been chippy here today, but this ESPN notification I just got is a reminder that it could always be worse.
It could. I saw that same notification, St. John's Providence.
Not quite here today. A brawl ejecting 6 players and delaying the game 20 minutes.
No, thank goodness.
We would not ever want to see that here at this level. We don't want to see it at the college level either.
No, not even the NBA.
No. 5:30.
Just hockey.
Yeah. 5:32 left to go in this one. I do think it would make sports more entertaining if they let them fight, but
not at this level.
At the professional level, yes. I should make that clear. But probably not the best idea. Should probably just let hockey be grandfathered into that one there. Play resumes. Martinsburg leads by 13. 5.5 minutes left. Micah Green has it. Handoff around the left elbow to Amsler. Kick out left corner. Zion Stanley with the three. Again, Martinsburg pulling away to their biggest lead of the day, 16, with 5:05 left to go. Beeson almost loses the ball. Pulls up in the mid-range. It's an air ball. Cody Shallis with the board. We're under 5 minutes to go. Amsler bringing the ball up for the Bulldogs. Now it's Cody Shallis on the left wing. They'll get it to right wing Stanley, and cutting inside is Shallis, wide open for another two.
Martinsburg
7-39.
Martinsburg's just busted this game wide open. The athleticism clearly showing here, and the speed, just an overall difference.
Berman kicked to Corbin in the corner, and Stanley's going to get called for the foul. A more extreme version of what we saw in the last game between these two teams at Hedgesville, where it was a 1-point game with 2 minutes left, and Martinsburg ends up winning by 11. Here today, Hedgesville was sticking in it for a good portion of it. It was 26-23 at halftime. Hedgesville's been able to keep it around the range of 3 to 4 to 7 points that they're down by.
Timeout in Hedgesville again here.
4:28 left to go. Is that the last timeout for Coach Church? Right now the scoreboard says one left. Let's keep it here through this timeout. Fourth quarter. Our other sponsor is Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to skinnerwins.com. And since it's a full timeout, maybe we just throw it to our 30-second break. This is EPAC Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome back to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. That was indeed the final timeout for Coach Kelly Church and the Hedgesville Eagles, who trail by 18. Here, as we get through the last 50% of the fourth quarter. Ambush inbound to Boyd, and Micah Green called for the foul on the shot.
Boyd just quicker, and Green tried to overcompensate. See him just extend out, completely swing the hand going for the block, and made contact with Boyd.
Boyd makes the first free throw. Part of the difference from half number 1 to half number 2 for Hedgesville has been that Carter Boyd easily led the way with 11 points in the first half. That free throw was only his third point of the second half. That second free throw now gets him up to 15 for the game, but Hedgesville cutting the lead to 16 for Martinsburg. Boston Todd back in. Been sitting on the bench with 4 fouls for a while now. And throw it over to Micah Green. He's going to kick it out to Cody Shallis on the right wing. Now it's Stanley at the top of the key, using the screen from Green. Throwing it over to Todd. Now Green has it again just behind the free throw line. He's going to kick it back out to Thompson.
You can hear the Martinsburg fans wanting Green to turn and shoot it, but right now the demand for Martinsburg is hold the ball, make the defense come to you. You're up 16. There's no shot clock here in the state of West Virginia.
And Thompson inside to Zion Stanley for an easy 2. You saw the Hedgesville defense trying to coordinate who should go out and attack the ball to force the 5-second calls to start. Yet Stanley was left wide open. Here's Ambush on the other end. And the ball stripped out of the hands of Micah Green on the rebound by Boyd. Sure seemed like there was contact there that was uncalled. Green certainly thought there was. The ball goes out of bounds. Bulldogs possession with 3:24 to go.
We'll see if Hedgesville does bring out its defense this time around here on this possession from Martinsburg. You just can't have it compact like you did the last time with that zone. And they are. Going back to your actual defense.
Cody Chalice gets it in the corner. Short. Ball hit nothing but net, but not the way you want it to. Ball bounces around, rolls around on the floor to Hedgesville. Corbin across the timeline. Chalice is going to get called for a foul. Martinsburg really unhappy with the officiating today. Some of them perhaps warranted. Of course, not all officiating complaints. You're never 100% warranted in all your complaints. But I've seen some calls today go Hedgesville's way that Martinsburg has not been happy about. Here's a long three from Corbin, who sinks it. What a shot from McCabe Corbin. He's got 15 points. It cuts the Martinsburg lead to 15 with 2:40 to go. Todd throws it into the paint to Green, who's going to get fouled and go to the line.
Corbin from 3-point NBA range and then some with that three.
Coach Rogers wants a timeout. 2:36 to go. It's 59-44 Martinsburg over Hedgesville. We'll take a 30-second break. Come back with more West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Carpet World is more than just carpet. Carpet World specializes in a complete selection of hardwood floors by respected names like Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, and tile by Dowell Tile, American Oleum, and Mannington for all rooms in your home. And Carpet World can update your bathroom shower with very attractive ceramic tile walls and floor. Financing with up to 12 months deferred interest is available, along with experienced quality installation at Carpet World, 2330 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. CarpetWorldofMartinsburg.com.
2:36 left from Martinsburg Fieldhouse. The Bulldogs lead the Eagles of Hedgesville by 15. 4 team fouls in the quarter for Martinsburg. 1 team foul on Hedgesville. Martinsburg sends back out 4 of their starters. Chalice, Green, Thompson, and Todd. Zion Stanley out there with them. Hedgesville exits the huddle with Boyd, McCabe Corbin, Camden Pence, Aiden Major, and Jude Berman. Micah Green at the line, makes the first. That's 16 points on the day for Green, which moves him into a lead for the most in the game. And now he goes 2 for 2. Before that, he was at 15, which is also where McCabe Corbin stands, as well as Carter Boyd. Berman's throwing this one over to Hayden Major on the right wing. Carter Boyd at the top of the key. Hand off to McCabe Corbin. Almost took another big long three. The blitz comes. Double team for Corbin. He gets rid of it. Over to Pence. Driving the baseline. Gets rid of it. Now we're rolling around on the floor. Boyd loses it. Micah Green has it. He throws it over to Boston Todd. Back to Green, who was being let out of bounds by his momentum. Had to give it up. Turns it over to Hedgesville.
Todd should have just held on to it.
Under 2 minutes to go. Carter Boyd, turnaround jumper. No good. Thompson's going to get called for the loose ball foul.
Yeah, you can't pick up the opponent and move him out of the way to get the ball. That is not allowed.
Thompson wasn't happy about it, but as we said, your complaints to the officials are not always warranted. It's not very often that someone who fouls actually thinks that they fouled. Maybe about 10% of the time. Gabe Corbin makes the first.
Looking back at it, maybe it wasn't more of a throw, but there was still enough contact, obviously, for the foul. You could see Thompson was probably trying to say he was just out of control, and that's what caused him to fall down. It wasn't me. Officials and everybody else saw otherwise.
Corbin 2 for 2 at the line. 61-46 with 1:51 to go. Todd gets the inbound, goes right back to Thompson. Martinsburg quickly gets into the front court. Thompson dribbling around. Trap coming. Throw it across the court to Chalice, who's almost wanted the shot in the mid-range, but thought better of it to waste more time. Micah Green has it. Ball is stripped away. He gets it back, and Hedgesville has enough of a hand on it to force the jump ball.
And Green trying to say that they slapped his wrist, and that's what was the initial contact there, not a jump ball.
90 seconds left. Possession arrow is the way of Martinsburg.
Was it?
The official back here right by, or excuse me, no, never mind. They were setting up for Hedgesville. I thought the official was blowing the whistle to tell them to switch it up, but they were not. Hedgesville will bring it back up. 1:20 left to go. It'll take a miracle comeback here. Throw over right wing, three-pointer, no good from Pence. Offensive rebound for the Eagles. Berman has it. They kick it over to Major. Now out to Pence. Back to Berman. Major at the top of the key. Traveled. Slid that left foot before trying to drive into the lane.
I get their tough looks. I get it might not be the smartest thing to do here since you're already down 15. I feel like you got to start forcing those shots up, though. Hedgesville's taking way too long with its possessions if you're trying to come back.
Martinsburg, quick inbound. Todd to Green at the basket. 2 more for Micah. He's got 19 today. Lead back up to 17. 45 seconds left. Hedgesville has called off the Dogs to an extent. Some new players coming in. Caden Kilmer, among others. As Corbin is fouled and falls to the floor.
Thompson again saying, I didn't do anything. He might have a little bit more of a gripe than he did last time there.
I could buy that just being a slip that the official called foul. Regardless, McCabe Corbin's going to head to the line. He's got 17 on the day. He can match Micah Green's 19 by going 2 for 2 from the line here. He makes the first. Makes it 63-47. After a strong second half from Martinsburg. They're up by 3 at the half, led by 10 going into the fourth quarter. Second one off the mark from Corbin. Martinsburg able to break the press. 25 seconds left. Throwing it around. Stanley holds it, tosses it back out near the logo to Cody Chalice. And ball goes through the hands of Nykeem Thompson after McCabe Corbin got a piece of it. So Hedgesville gets the ball back with 16.6 on the clock.
Yeah, Thompson wanted that more towards his chest, and it was up towards his shoulders. A pass from Chalice. And still wasted enough time. This game's pretty much over.
Just 12 seconds left after the inbound. Boyd's going to try to drive against Green. Throws one up, off the glass and good.
Got Green bouncing around.
And that will close things out. Martinsburg doesn't even need to inbound it. Final score, 63-49 here from the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. The Bulldogs get the decisive victory over Hedgesville. Go ahead and take a 2-minute break. Come back with postgame. It's West Virginia High School boys basketball. Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age. Floor Pools, your swimming pool and hot tub builder, retailer, and service provider, serving homeowners in Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, and Virginia. Floor Pools takes pride in providing quality construction, reliable service, and exceptional customer service. Experience the ultimate relaxation and the serenity of soaking in your own hot tub. Your new backyard lifestyle awaits. Start your journey today at Floor Pools in Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg. FloorPools.com. That's FLOHR Pools.com. Floor Pools, your swimming pool and hot tub builder, retailer, and service provider, serving homeowners in Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, and Virginia. Floor Pools takes pride in providing quality construction, reliable service, and exceptional customer service. Experience the ultimate relaxation and the serenity of soaking in your own hot tub. Your new backyard lifestyle awaits. Start your journey today at Floor Pools in Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg. FloorPools.com. That's FLOHR Pools.com.
Am I too late for breakfast?
No, we serve breakfast all day now.
Rox is now serving breakfast all day.
I shall grant you 3 wishes.
I wish Rox had breakfast all day. I wish Rox delivered with DoorDash. I wish I was on top of the world.
Rox is now serving breakfast all day.
Postgame show on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 is brought to you by the Palace Lounge, located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, offering a full lunch and dinner menu along with daily specials and a clean and comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. 63-49, Martinsburg gets the win over Hedgesville, closing out a 2-0 record against Hedgesville in the regular season series. A strong second half. Martinsburg led by just 3 going into the locker rooms. They're able to win the third quarter by 7, and then able to win the fourth quarter by 4 to end up with a 14-point win. Colin, your thoughts on today's game?
Outlasted them. That's really what kind of stood out to me for Martinsburg. The pressure just became too much for Hedgesville, wore them down, resulted in some sloppy turnovers to lead to easy baskets for Martinsburg in the paint. So that was really what did it in for the Eagles here today. Still a young team with a bright future, but Martinsburg overall, once again, the better team here today. And as I said at the start of the broadcast, a team that you're probably not wanting to play right now in the Bulldogs, winners of now 5 of its last 6.
Yeah. I mean, if you look through it here, Martinsburg, it was really the second half, the offense coming alive. We said at halftime it was 26-23. In the second half, Martinsburg wins 37-26. Puts up 37 points in that second half. Let's get you some some postgame stats brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. Get you the scoring breakdown. Hedgesville, it's 18 points from McCabe Corbin, 17 points from Carter Boyd, 6 from Beeson, 5 from Townsend, 2 from Major, and 1 from Ambush. On the Martinsburg side, 19 for Micah Green, 13 for Nykeem Thompson, 11 for Cody Chalice, 8 each from Stanley and Amsler, and 5 from Boston Todd. That's your 63 for the Bulldogs to just 49 for Hedgesville. Next games for both of these teams, Martinsburg will be at Washington on Tuesday. Colin, is that our next broadcast? I believe it is.
I believe so.
And Hedgesville will take on Musselman on Friday. According to Max Press, that's their next game, not until Friday. We will have games Tuesday through Friday this week. We'll be at Washington on Tuesday. We'll be at Shepherd for Shepherd versus Westchester. Huge matchup in Division II basketball. And then we will continue through the week. Here, I'll pull up our full schedule.
Got Martinsburg, Spring Mills, girls, and then boys.
Yes, there you go. So
I was one step ahead of you here with the schedule.
I was hoping you were, and I know I can trust you with things like that. So
I try.
For Kyler High, back at the studio, for the ones behind the cameras here this afternoon, Colton Musgrove, Vernon Dale Piquel, Tyler Strine. Next to me is Colin McLaughlin. I'm Dylan Bishop, saying so long from the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Martinsburg gets the win over the Hedgesville Eagles 63-49, and that'll do it here for West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Hope you have a great rest of your Saturday.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, Powered Beck and Matzaref Law Offices, Senate Finance Chairman Jason Barrett, Hagerstown Ford, Fort Evans Archery, Rocks Local Markets, the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, personal injury attorneys, Cody's Auto Body, the Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, the Berkeley County Health Department, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Ameriprise Financial and the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg, CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery of Martinsburg, Flower Pools of Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg, Inferno Brewery and Andy's Pizza.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.